to be named later.
Clark, back when you were playing, what were the biggest challenges over the first third of the season you found?
Well, the travel is always a challenge, particularly early in your career, just learning how to manage that.
So it's Brooklyn now. Here's Allen. Rebounded by Holmes. Smith kicks to Anderson. Booker with no one around drills the three-pointer. Booker's got his second bucket tonight.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
And when D'Angelo Russell is on the floor, he's looking to attack at every chance he gets.
Yeah, he's a smooth operator now. This guy has all the tools. He's best, though, I think, when he's challenging defenders and probing the defense. Such a skilled and gifted passer. He's got a nice blend of speed and has gotten stronger, which I think is really an asset for him. He can get a little streaky at times, but when he's on, you got to ride his wave because it's a good one.
Now here's Cram. He's covered closely. Back to Carroll. Allen up top. Now here's Cram. Defended by Booker. Just 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
As this season gets underway, let's see how the Nets are stacking up in the NBA stats.
And they've been strong in the rebounding department, up in the top 10. And it's just not one guy. Really, it's been about the entire group collectively.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Chandler comes in for Anderson. And Trevor Ariza subbed in for Warren. Nets leading by 4. Carroll dishes to Allen. Pass to Dinwiddie. High post, Davis. He kicks it to Napier. Now the pass to Dinwiddie. It's up a 3. Ariza with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Dishes it to Smith. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Raptors. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's the Nets. Right now, quite a ways down below.
And seeing where the Nets are, they had the kind of hot and cold start that we've kind of come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of a breakout season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, Greg, they can start to break out of that pack.
Passes it to Chandler. Now Holmes. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Chandler, the pass to Smith. Makes it off the glass.
Hey, you know, Kevin, that's what you want to see. Strong passing inside, leading to the hoop.
The Nets with the lead. Dinwiddie kicks to Allen. Pass to Carroll. 58 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Allen, a screen on Ariza. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And, you know, last year for DeMarre Carroll, it was a career year. I mean, highs and points. And he finally got back to playing the kind of ball that he felt he could. Nobody thought much of him heading into last season, but he ended up playing a major role.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Bridges, he's checked in for Rashad Holmes. And Daniels subbed in for Booker. Left side, Chandler. Smith on the wing. Napier covering. Releases from 15. Smith, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The baseline jumper goes down. Dinwiddie's got his first points of the night. Suns trail by 6. Now here is Smith. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Carroll against Bridges. Smith. Yep, that one goes in there. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Here's Napier. No dice from the high post.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that does it for the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead, up by 4. And the second. We have all seen the incredible dunk. Here's what AI had to say about his viral slam over Corey Harris.
You know, the funny thing about that is that when it happened, I didn't even think about how big it was going to be. You know, Corey and I go way back, so I was just happy to have gotten one over on him. It really wasn't until the next day that when my phone started blowing up that I realized just how big the reaction was to that dunk.
Yeah, I can only imagine. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the Nets, Fareed's checked in for Damari Carroll. Crabbe comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Russell in for Shabazz Napier. Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Rashawn Holmes out there with Ryan Anderson. And it's Smith in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Crabbe dishes to Russell. Ball's knocked loose. Feeds to Davis. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Russell passes to Fareed. Screened by Russell. Crabbe with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. And there's the feed to Fareed. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. There's Crabbe with the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Crabbe's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
To the inside, here's Holmes. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Russell kicks to Crabbe. There's a good screen. The pass to Davis. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Tyson Chandler is checked in for Phoenix. And then for Brooklyn, Allen's checked in for Davis. Damari Carroll comes in for Fareed. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Hollis Jefferson. Smith the pass to Holmes. It's stolen by Carroll. Crabbe from long range. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight.
You never pass for the sake of passing. You wait until the defense commits. Russell does that. Finds the open man nicely.
Warren kicks to Smith. Holmes, that's a screen. And it's Smith penetrating. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Russell against Smith. Shoots from 14, and it's Russell missing. And here's Booker from the arc. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half, shot way above his average.
Exactly, Greg. And, you know, when he's scoring like this, they're tough to stop.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Russell and Crabbe are in the backcourt together. Kenneth Faried is out there with Hollis Jefferson, and it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Now remember, T.J. Warren, he averaged 25 a game his second season at NC State. You want to know his role in the NBA? It's quite simple, a professional scorer.
Smith dishes to Anderson. Russell against Smith. Back to Anderson. Stolen by Faried. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Tries it from 9. Crabbe, no good. And with Warren, with kind of an old school approach, Greg, very active with his mid-range game.
And this guy can get buckets around that rim. As he stretches his range, I think he'll only get more and more dangerous.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Allen. Smith with it. He's got 13. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Hollis Jefferson passes to Russell, lays it up off the glass. Russell's got 9 points.
Taking the hit and still getting it to go down. Russell showing you some nice toughness there.
And the Suns call time here. One of the buzzwords we hear all the time now, Clark, two-way player. But when you were out there, everyone had to be a... 1:05 left here in the third quarter. Holmes kicks to Warren, passes to Smith, and it's sent back by Russell. They recover it, and good that time.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Nets trail by 5. Dinwiddie passes to Russell. Allen up top, guarded by Holmes. Back to Allen. Knocked loose. Stolen by Anderson. And here comes Smith, leading the fast break. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
Brooklyn's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. That's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. And up the court come the Suns on the break. 20 feet out. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Russell. He's got 9. It's stolen by Smith. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
And so it's Phoenix with a 10. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Ryan Anderson out there with Holmes. And it's Smith in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Thursday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that game against the Spurs, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Fareed's checked in for the Nets. Nets trail by 10. Back to Russell. Floats one up. He takes it up and lays it in. Russell's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nets.
Nice reaction by D'Angelo to the defense sagging back. Just drops in the simple floater there.
Smith kicks to Warren. Clock at 6. Here's Smith. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got his fourth rebound in this one. Now here's Cram. He's covered by Warren. It's Russell with the drive. It's Carroll on the wing. He's covered by Anderson. Excellent use of the screen that time.
You know, it's important that you be aggressive in the pick and roll, and Carroll is really good at using that to dominate the defense.
And the Suns call time here. And with the size and strength of Carroll, he can just push people around on defense.
Yeah, and one of the things he does so well is get up into you and make you uncomfortable. And he's got good size and strength. He's not super fast, but he's quick enough to keep guys in front. And he's got the nice reach, which allows him to bother guys from a distance. So he's outstanding in using what he has to be disruptive on deep.
And Phoenix making a change here. Ayton's checked in.
Awesome watching Anderson get excellent position down low. Once he's established, he can rise up, and he does so with ease.
Pass to Crabbe. Wide open. Bullseye. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Smith kicks to Anderson. Smith against Russell. Smith the pass to Anderson and finished off by Anderson.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team, while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
And that one misses.
You know, a rugged, experienced player. The shooting and defense Carroll provides is really what makes him so valuable.
Nets trail by 5. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, congratulations on the win. You were the driving force out there on offense, so why were you so effective?
No, it was help I got from my teammates. I might have logged the points, but they did the stuff that doesn't show up in the box score. So I'd love to take all the credit, but honestly, they had just as much to do with the win as I did.
5 guys making it happen at a very important point of the season. Congratulations. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kelly.